Ben Tornado Familia. Welcome to the third installment in a series about alchemy. So it's pretty easy to exploit the alchemy mechanics like this, but I'm not going to show you the actual exploitation of it, just a gentle profiteering. I'm going to show you the basics, and then you can go on to exploit the potions and your stats from there if you want. There's plenty of videos out there already that are pretty clear and concise about the exploitation method, so you can look for those if you need to. After we go over the main potion, we're going to go through 4 new potions that I think are going to be super helpful. They're all stacked with multiple effects and better base stats thanks to the better equipment that we're going to get and the potion that we're going to focus on first. This video assumes that you've already sort of equipped yourself with the knowledge of the other 2 videos, so there's not going to be in-depth explanations on who these sellers mentioned are or where to farm these ingredients. We're just going to be shopping and rooting through disorganized crates here. So, first things first, we're going to upgrade our alchemy equipment. That means heading to the Dunmer Stronghold, Valenvarian, or Valenvaryan. I don't know. Where's the IPA guides for all these terms? Lol, I'm a 3rd generation Dunmer. I do not speak the old language. Anyway, it's up here in the Ashlands. It's like the top north coast of Vardenfell, east of the Ursulaku camp. You're going to have to fight a bunch of orcs here. I'm not sure how high your personality needs to be for these fellas so that they don't attack you, but 126 wasn't high enough for me, so keep that in mind. I'm just gonna take them out real quick. Sorry guys, I didn't want to fight. I got nothing against orcs or any other races of Tamriel, not even Imperials. Hashtag not all Imperials. Anyway, so we're looking for a Bel Shredit, or Credite, I don't know. She's also a master trainer of alchemy, if that interests you. She's in the Propylon chamber, which, if you're unaware, is another system of fast travel in Morrowind. Pretty cool. Not the topic at hand, though. Long story short, there's indexes to these cool portals here that you can find all over. They're usually in the strongholds or near them, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, so here's a bell. I'm gonna buy these things since she's just a lone Breton trying to make a living in the middle of nowhere. You can steal from her if you want, to each their own. The stealables are right over here to the left of her shelving. So, anyway, now that we got a full new set of shiny alchemy equipment, we're gonna head over to Aunius at the Imperial Cult Shrine in Sidrithmore to grab ingredients for the Fortify Intelligence and Luck potions we're gonna make. Alright, so we got a couple things from Aunius here, and let's move upstairs to get some cork bulb from Tusamersal. Okay, so the first way of putting this potion together is better for drinking when you just before you start making all these potions, and then the second variation is better for on the road use. So the first variation, we're going to use a combination of ashiam, bloat, cork bulb root, and gorehide. And that will give us a combination of Fortify Intelligence and Fortify Luck. Cool. Make a couple of these. And yeah, so the second variation is going to contain ashiam, some gorehide, cork bulb root, and nesh leather. So here we go. We have a 4 effect potion, very cool, that has Cure Paralyzation, Fortify Intelligence, Endurance, and Luck. So this one's pretty good for if you're just out and about. The Endurance is nice for the fatigue, and yeah, so this one's just good if you gotta do stuff when you're out and about, not just sitting in front of all your crates. So yeah, here we go. We got on the first drink some Fortify everything at 60 points for 171 seconds. And basically one of those is gonna set us up pretty good, but I think we should make a few more to prove a little bit more of a point. Okay, so let's find the stacked ones. Where are they? Okay, here we go. So now we got 66 points on that second make. So as you can kind of extrapolate from this, if you make the Fortify Intelligence Luck Potion, drink it, and then make another one, and then drink it, and then make another one, and then drink it again, you can start to really make these wildly, like, overpowered potions. Um, so yeah, anyway, let's move on to the first recipe. Um, we are going to get set up with a restore health, restore fatigue, and fortify fatigue potion. This is going to contain salt rice, scrib jerky, hound meat, and cork bolt root. So this is good for running around like anywhere, whether you're like stuck in a dungeon, you're out on the world map, doing like mushroom parkour, whatever kind of stuff you're doing out there. This is pretty useful so that you don't have to think about your health stat from like fall damage, your fatigue from like running too much, any of that stuff. Pretty nice to just set it and forget it. So here we go. Here's the effects. We got the restore health 29 points for 77 seconds, restore fatigue 126 for 368, and fortify fatigue 247 points for 732 seconds. So yeah, this gets a little bonkers at the higher levels, but very useful things to know here. Alright, so the next potion we're going to set up is a variation on that one. Instead of the Fortify, Fatigue, and Magicka, we're just going to make a Restore Health and a Restore Magicka potion. So this is good for like battle, for like throwing spells around, getting spells thrown at you. Could be especially useful in like Daedric Shrines, because sometimes you got like 3 cultists down your throat in there if you're not careful. Maybe even a couple like Drumora Lords. Ooh. Anyway, so I'm going to use a combination of cork bulb, root, salt rice, comberry, and Daedra's heart. You can swap the Daedra's heart for something cheaper like the frost salts. This is just the first Restore Magicka ingredient my eyes landed on. It's super bright and my crates are a total mess. Excuse me. Anyway, so we got the Restore Health, 29 points for 77 seconds, and Restore Magicka for the same. So yeah, that's pretty great, honestly. Nothing better than making your own potions. The effect is always better when you make something yourself, I think. Uh, well, it depends, but works here. Okay. So, oh yeah, you know what? It's especially like important to note that like the weight of these potions is so much lower. So like when you first start making potions, each individual potion bottle can be like a pound, and that like adds up pretty quick. And these potions that we're making are about a third of a pound. So that really makes a difference when you're carrying around like 20 of this, 20 of that, 20 of that, Um, because like again, if you're doing a ton of alchemy, you're probably not like super strong or like buffed out or anything, like especially if you're watching this. Uh, so anyway, yeah. So the weight of the potions, very important. Much less when you have that higher, that stacked intelligence and luck stat. And alchemy stat too, but so in the same vein of like carrying and like weights and stuff, um, we're gonna go over a recipe for a fortify strength and a fortify agility combo. I say that comment before because like the fortify strength potion is like more than enough to uh keep the like character like inventory weight down. So you could also make a fortify strength potion on the go that lasts a super long amount of time. Like this one also has agility because it's just a better combination for me. And the agility ingredients are relatively cheap. Like the slowed soap gets a little expensive, but anyway. So this one's a fortify strength and fortify agility combination. It's got our favorite, the ash yam, some drew wax, ectoplasm, and the slowed soap. I know that we didn't go over ectoplasm or slowed soap yet. You can buy both of them around and about. Slowed soap has to be bought or found. It's not like found in the wild unless it's like a loot chest or like loot crate or whatever. Um, and ectoplasm is dropped by the dwarven specters that you find in the Dwemer ruins. Um, so yeah, and then we're gonna go over the last one. So this is going to be a fortify intelligence and restore magicka potion. So this way you can cast a ton of super expensive spells like over and over again without worrying about running out of magicka in a bad spot. So you might know the ingredients to this one like innately by now. That is like so cool, isn't it? All right. Well, sorry. Anyway, so the Ashium and the Bloat are for the intelligence part, fortify intelligence, and then the Comberry and the Dangerous Heart are, whatever you got around for the restore magicka part. So yeah, we're just gonna make a couple of these and see how these work out. Um, yeah, we got, yeah, restore magicka 29 points for 77 seconds, and fortify intelligence 136 points for a million billion seconds. So, yeah, let me see if I have a good spell to demo this with. Not really. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so for example, Shadow Mask is a pretty expensive spell. It puts Chameleon on you. Chameleon is like the invisibility that doesn't go away when you touch something. So let's cast this one. Normally it costs like 85, 83, and that is like all of your magicka normally. But with one of these potions on, it'll just be constantly refreshing my magicka so that I can keep casting it over and over again if I need to. Yeah, so I hope that helps you out a little when it comes to bettering your potions in Morrowind. Or at least maybe it'll help spark some creative juices and you can go on to customize your own combinations specific to your own style of play. Humbly suggesting a quick little posture check in here before I send you off onto the rest of your day or night or whatever. Your back's the only thing required to be straight here. Thanks for watching. I hope it helped.